So next month in July, we'll be seeing again the Bronze Bomber out of Alabama, down south region here of America, Deontay Wilder, aka the Bronze Bomber, known mainly for his right hand, his supernatural power in his right hand that he delivers. But you also have to give him a warrior's heart. He has a lot of heart, determination, and will, all wrapped up in a bubble. You know what I'm saying? Because when you saw him in those trilogies with Fury, and you even seen him in a predicament versus Luis Ortiz when he got hurt and got buckled, he was able to sustain and stay on his feet with Ortiz and recoup. And by that next round, he was back. He was right back up in there, and eventually he knocked out Luis Ortiz in the first fight. Now in the second fight, of course, the rematch, it was wasn't a very exciting fight. It pretty much was one sided from rounds 1 through round 6 and a part of round 7. You had Ortiz winning on the scorecards every round, but then in round 7, like a missile, Deontay Wilder comes with his right hand. Game over for Luis Ortiz. So like I say, you got the first fight with Tyson Fury and Wilder. That was a back and forth affair. Some people felt that Fury won the first fight. Some people try to argue that. But then on the side of Wilder and his fan base, a lot of people felt like the count was too slow and that Tyson Fury got extra seconds. So that's a controversy, of the past. But, at the end of the day, I like to talk about all the different controversies throughout the years up until this era and this date to kind of see how are some of these same controversies that happened in the past happening again in this present day. If you know what I mean. The second fight, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, it was a one-sided affair. Prior to that fight, Tyson Fury said, "I'm gonna walk Wilder down, and I'm gonna go straight at him. I'm not gonna box a lot. I'm going straight for him," and he did that. He did just that. He went straight in there and handled his business. He had Wilder on the back foot, and he pretty much dominated him from the beginning bell until the towel got thrown in by the corner of Wilder, and then the big conspiracy stuff started to happen where Wilder fired Mark Breeland, who was the only one, in my opinion, who was an ex-boxer and had credentials and understood boxing, versus JD's, who was just a yes man, who was always saying, clapping his hands, "Wilder, you look great. Keep throwing that right hand." Instead of him working on certain things that Wilder may have lacked in certain departments, they just wanted to focus on the fact that this man had a mighty right hand. And it's like when it comes to boxing, in my opinion, I would think that you would want to work on the areas that you lack in. Just like if a person goes to the gym, if I'm right-handed and I know I'm strong with my right hand, I try to work on my left hand and do more reps on my left hand to kind of get it as strong as my right, as my natural hand. But with Wilder, they seem to only focus on what he was already doing and what he felt he was good at as far as landing his right hand, but they never tried to work on other areas, like working on his opponent's body, like going to the body of his opponent and stuff like that, working on certain combinations, things like that. It's a lot of little small tweaks I felt like they never really worked on in developing Wilder. They pretty much just said and let the narrative be out here that, which is true. He did start boxing late. He started boxing like age 19 or 20. I get it. But there's a lot of years that he's been in boxing from the time he started up until now. There's no reason why he doesn't know the basic fundamentals, or he knows them, he just doesn't implement these basic fundamentals. And it started to cost him once he rose up in opposition, like Zilly Zhang and Fury, of course, and then even Joseph Parker. If Wilder was using his left hand and things of that nature, and was not taking shortcuts in training, things like that, I think he would have beat Joseph Parker. It's a good chance he might have possibly beat Fury, maybe. Not for sure, but possible. And then Zilly Zhang, it's a good chance he could have beat him if he wasn't relying on his right hand solely. But it just is what it is. That's how the cookie the cookie crumbled. Jeff Aladente, yo, what in the world is up, Bring Walk? Hey, man, I'm just chilling, man. Hey, it's a beautiful day, man. And if you got kids, any of you guys, happy Father's Day to y'all. And I appreciate you jumping on, my guy. You always show love and support to the channel for sure. Yeah. So what's going on, Cam J, man? You trying to get down today? Because I got some topics to go over, man. If you're trying to jump on live today, man. Let me know what's up, man. So yeah, so Wilder here soon. He'll be fighting Tyrell Hearnen. And I feel like this should be a confidence booster, or at least it's supposed to be a layup. To be that confidence booster for Deontay Wilder. So hopefully Wilder can let his hands go. Because people right now are feeling like he's not going to open up. He's not going to let his hands go or whatever. Where it stems from, I'm not sure. But hopefully when he fights Herndon, we will see some of the old remnants of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Thinking is Free 2012. Shout outs to you. Thanks for joining this live stream. Okay, you said is Wilder with the same trainer? I think so. As of right now, from what I can see, I'm gonna do some more research. But I think Malik Scott is the same trainer right now that he's been having his last few fights. Or at least Malik Scott is the head trainer. Now, if he has any other trainers in the camp, I'm not for sure. That's something Cam J may know because he's a Wilder fan. But it's all good, man. Because Bomb Squad, he definitely he does bring some excitement to the heavyweight division. And like they said, when it comes to people like Wilder, even Fury, AJ, these guys ain't gonna be around too much longer. They've been in the boxing game for a while, so they got a handful of fights left before they retire for good. So we need to go ahead and enjoy the fights we get from them while they're still here and holding it down in the boxing game. You know what I mean? And speaking of that fight, Deontay Wilder versus Tyrell Hearnen. I want to know y'all predictions in the chat. Just let me know, who do y'all feel wins? How do they win? And what round? If it even makes it to 12. If it doesn't make it to 12, like we're known to see Wilder do, what round does Wilder stop Herndon? Or could it be the other way around? Would Herndon happen to stop Deontay Wilder? You know, I like to talk about different aspects and different perspectives all around the board. You know what I mean? Because sometimes there are shockers and upsets in boxing.